Okay, 3.1a, explanatory and response variables. So if we have scatter plots, this is the easiest way to remember what goes where and where things are. So I always think this predicts that. So if I'm looking at things, my thing that makes the most sense to predict the other usually goes on the x-axis. So this is an example of an explanatory variable. And based on that explanatory variable, we look to measure some sort of response from it or predict some sort of an outcome from it. So in this case, we're looking at temperature and then sales. So can we use temperature to predict sales that we might have? So maybe it's like hot chocolate sales or something. So this is my response variable. And that pattern essentially holds true for any scatter plot. So if you're looking at it, the explanatory is on the x, the response is on the y. And I always think of what predicts what response would I get from this. So basically this thing predicts this thing, x predicts y. So then down here again, we've got our explanatory variable of the number of chirps. Hopefully predicts the temperature. So explanatory is here, response is there. Lastly, let's look at one more example, different context. We have average daily temp, so temperature hopefully predicts the visitors. So this is the explanatory, this is the response. So when you're organizing variables too, you always want to think this predicts that. So when you're deciding what goes on the x and y, sometimes it makes more sense context-wise of like which one you would put on the x based on if you think it can predict an outcome, which would then be your y.